What's the situation like in Western Ukraine right now? It was sort of seen to be a rather safe place, and lots of journalists were congregated there. This must have shocked a lot of people.
It definitely have. I mean, it has been, as you point out, been kind of seen as this kind of safe haven within the war zone, right, where you could be relatively safe. The attacks we have seen in Western Ukraine have mainly been, towards military targets and mainly out of the bigger cities, like airfields, etc. But now people are really worried, well, this is changing. And for example, just in this city where I'm at now, we are getting like these kind of flyers sent out, warning against what to do in case of a chemical or nuclear attack. So, people are really scared here, like getting these kind of flyers in all mailboxes, and then with what happened today in Lviv, people are generally scared.
And yeah, has this changed the narrative in the Ukraine about the situation with the war? I mean, Zelensky puts out a national address every single night to encourage people, and there's been a lot of positive propaganda at Ukrainians' resistance to Putin's offensives. But has this sort of really made people take a step back and think, actually, it's getting pretty perilous again?
I think that's too early to say, but I think what I'm experiencing when I'm talking to Ukrainians is that this belief that they are going to win, this belief that, in the end, Russia will lose and Ukraine will prevail, that is continuing. We see that in the opinion polls, and we see that also when I'm talking to people on the street. They generally believe that they're winning. I went to a funeral of a 19-year-old soldier here in Western Ukraine who died around Kiev. And, his mother was even saying that if she could choose again, she would actually send her son to war. She did, of course, think it was very sad that her son, 19-year-old son, died defending Ukraine. But she said that she loved the country just as much as she loved her son. And if she should send him to war again, she would do so.